In today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to create this see-through scrolling text effect in Canva. So today we're going to be starting off in a mobile format. This is an Instagram reel. So the first thing I want to do is head over and find me some text. You want something chunky. So I use this one. I don't want the second text box, so I'm going to delete that. And you want to take the effects if there's effects on there if you don't go straight and get text through a text box and use one of these already pre-made ones. So I'm going to say today create something beautiful. Oh, full. All right, so this text is too close together. So what I want to do is go into here. I want to take my line spacing and stretch it out some. And once I got it like I like it, what I want to do, so what happens is we're going to fade this part all the way out to almost invisible. So you want to know where you want your text to land. So if you want to land kind of here, so put that where you want your text to land in your creation. So I think this would be good for like a little quote video that you can put up on Instagram or do a reel or short from. So what I want to do now is I want to change my background to black. I want to change my text to white. And then what I want to do is download this as a PNG. So I'm going to go over to File, Download. I want to change this to PNG, Download. Now I'm going to head over to Remove BG. And I prefer this even if I'm using the Pro version. Just when I'm doing anything, this is called a mask. Anytime I'm doing a mask, I prefer Remove BG versus doing it in Canva. It's a little bit of a different technique in Canva. Reno, if you know who Reno is, he is the master of those kinds. So I'm going to go into Erase and Restore. I want to restore it. So let's make my brush size big so I can just grab this real quick. You want to restore this all the way to its full glory. I saw a little spot right there. It got it. And then I want to erase. So I want to take my little brush head down, and this is very intuitive, so you don't have to be like really fancy with this. We're just going to do our words real quick. Create. Something. And beautiful. Oh my goodness, I have a chihuahua underneath my laptop as I'm trying to do this, and the whole laptop is moving. Luckily, this is very intuitive. Okay. And now what I'm going to put done, I'm going to put download, and then I'm going to come back over to my design. Let's see, this one. I want to add a page. What I want to do now is I'm going to just change the color of the background so I can really see if I got everything when I did remove EG. So I'm going to drag this over and load it up. And then I'm going to make it bigger. And a yes, it is what I want. So now what I want to do that I have that, you can go ahead and pick out your photo, or what if you want to do a photo, you can do a video. You can use this both ways. So we're doing video, but you can use this also as a static image. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go over and go to the image upscaler. And here's a reason. If you try to do this, so you're going to use easy reflection. So I'm going to go into easy reflection. And if you just upload it, it says you can't use it. But if you upscale it, you can just do 2 times. However, if you upscale it, then you can use it in easy reflection. I don't know why it works one way and not the other way, but it's a workaround and it can be, and it makes it done. So now I can replace this. Once it's replaced, I click on it, see I can create a reflection. So now what I want to do is I want this top to fade into my picture and this come up with, you can see the photo underneath. So I like that. So I'm going to take the opacity all the way up here. And then what I want to do is take the offset all the way down. So as you can see, that lightness is moving all the way up. So I'm going to add that to the design. Just for, if you've seen me do any easy reflection things, I always bring one over to a new page just in case I have to redo something. And then I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to flip it vertical. And then we'll go find a, let's see, projects, element. So I use this one. So I'm going to put this to the background like so. And then I am going to make this, I'm going to size it up to the size of the page. So it fits, so it'll cover everything. And now what I'm going to do is go and scooch this all the way down. See how it's got that gradient going on? And we're going to scooch it all the way down. So now when I want to go over to animate, I'm going to go and create an animation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the shift key to keep it steady. And I am just going to rise it up and stop it where I want it to stop. And then, of course, I always do steady because I'm not steady. And then once you watch it, you can see, well, the video is stopping, but it won't stop. It's just something Canva does when you do that. See, it's not stopping now. When you download it, it'll be fine. So now you have your video playing behind it and you have a scrolling text effect. Same process for a big one. So we'll go over to a big one. Let's see, I already have some mask done for that. So let's go into uploads. So we'll do this thank you for shopping one. Do the same thing. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go to image upscaler. I'm going to go back. I'm going to upscale this image. This one I did on a photo because I wanted a photo effect. So I'm going to replace it. I'm going to go into my elements. I'm going to get this photo here. I'm going to go set the image to the background. I think I did the transparency down a little bit on this photo. And then I'm going to go back into my apps, go into easy reflection, create a reflection, take the opacity all the way up, take the offset all the way down, add it to the design. I don't need that anymore. I'm going to take this, I'm going to flip it vertical, and then if you want to do a stagnant photo, you can just leave it here and you can drag it down a little bit more. See the opacity? It blends right on into the top. So if you want to bring it down a little bit more here, you can do something like that and have your bag shining through. You can go up a little bit further and do something like that. And if you want to animate it, same thing. Bring it down to the bottom. Go over to animate. Click your bumblebee. Hold your shift key. Move it on up. Oops, I didn't. I hit a curve there, y'all. Just delete the path. Let's hold down my shift key. Go on up. Go to steady. If you need it to go slower, you can go and stretch this out. It'll go even slower. So you can click on that and then you can have more slower speed. So you can go done and then you can watch that if you just want to bring it up over top of a photo. Photo, video, either one. And that's how you do that. I thank you guys for stopping by. I love you. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.